Hello everyone. In the previous part of this unit, we have already discussed decision making statement and the go to statement. We learn how program can make decision using condition and how the go to statement transfer control from one part of a program to another. Now we will move on the third topic, which is looping statement. Looping is one of the most important concepts in C programming because it allows us to execute the same set of statements repeatedly without writing the same code again. This makes programs shorter, easier to understand, and more efficient. In this presentation, we will study different type of loops available in C, understand their syntax, and learn how they work with the help of example. And at the end, we also learn about the break and continue statement, which helps the control the execution of the loop. So, let's begin by understanding what is loop is. In C programming, loop is used to execute a block of statement repeatedly until a specific condition is satisfied. Instead of writing the same code multiple times, we simply place it inside a loop and computer repeat it automatically. A loop works in a simple way. First, the program check the condition. If the condition is true, it executes the statement inside the loop. After executing the statement, the condition is checked again. This process continues until the condition becomes false. Once the condition false, the program exits the loop and continue with the next statement after the loop. Loops are commonly used for printing number, calculating sum, display multiplication table, and processing repeated user input. Now let's see the different type of loops available in C. C program provide three types of loops. The first is while loop, the second is for loop, and the third one is do while loop. Although all three loops perform repetition, they are used in different situations. The while loop check the condition before executing the loop body. The for is mainly used when we already know how many times the loop should be executed. The do while execute the loop body first and check the condition afterwards. Because of this, it always execute at least one time. In the next few slide, we will understand each of the loop in detail along with the example. Let's start with the while loop. This slide shows the syntax of the while loop. The first step is variable initialization. Next comes the while keyword followed by the condition inside the parenthesis. If the condition is true, the statement inside the braces are executed. In, uh, Inside the loop, we usually update the loop variable by increasing or decreasing its value. This step is very important because without updating the variable, the condition may never becomes false, resulting it go into the infinite loop. The while loop is called entry control loop because it checks the condition before entering the loop body. If the condition is false initially, the statement inside the loop are never executed. In this example, the program prints the first 10 natural number. First, the variable x is initialized to 1. The condition x is less than or equal to 10. Since the condition is true, the value x is printed. After printing, x plus plus increase the value of x by 1. The condition is checked again and the process repeats. The number printed are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When x becomes 11, the condition becomes false and the loop stops. This example shows how the while loop repeat a task until the given condition becomes false. Now, let's move to the for loop. The for loop is another looping statement used for repeated execution. It is mostly used when we have in advance know how many times the loop should be executed. The general syntax of the for statement is divided into three parts. The first part is initialization, the second part is condition, and the third part is increment or decrement. All three parts are written together inside the parenthesis and separated by two semicolon. The initialize runs only once. The condition is checked before every iteration. If it is true, the statement are executed. Finally, the increment or decrement updates the loop variable and the process repeat. This makes the for loop compact and easy to read. This program also print the first 10 natural number. The loop start with x is equal to 1. If the condition check whether x is less than equal to 10 or not. If the condition is true, the value x is printed. Then x is incremented by using x plus by 1 by using x plus plus. The loop continue until x becomes 11. At that point, the condition becomes false and the loop ends. Then the output is first natural number, that means 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Compared to the while loop, the for loop is shorter because initialization, condition and increment are written together. Now, let's see how one for loop can be placed inside another. A nested for loop means placing one for loop inside another. The outer loop control the number of rows, the inner loop control the number of times the statement are executed in each row. Nested loop are commonly used for printing pattern, matrices and table. In the syntax shown, the outer loop execute first. For every iteration, outer loop and the inner loop execute completely. After the inner loop finishes, the outer loop moves to next iteration. Now, let's understand with a simple example. In this example, we have two variable I and j are used. The outer loop control the number of rows and the inner loop print the number in each row. Therefore, we have to see the output in pyramid format. Here, every time the outer loop runs, the inner loop print number in reverse order. This example show how nested loop are useful for generating different type of number and star pattern. Now let's move to the last type of loop, which is the do while loop. The do while loop is slightly different from the while loop. In this loop, the statement inside the loop are executed first. Only the after execution does the program check the condition. Because of this, the do while loop always execute at least one time, even if the condition is false. The syntax begin with do keyword followed by the statement inside the braces, and after closing the braces the while condition is written. This loop is useful when at least one execution of the loop body is necessary. Let's see an example. In this example, the program prints the first 10 multiples of 5. Initially, a is assigned the value 5 and I is initialized to 1. Inside the loop, the program prints multiple of I. After printing I is increased by 1. The condition check whether I is less than or equal to 10. As long as the condition is true, the loop continue and the output is 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. This example demonstrates that the do while loop execute first and check the condition afterwards. Now let's learn about jumping out of loop. Sometime while executing a loop, we need to stop the loop immediately or skip the current iteration. For this purpose, the C provide break and continue statement. The break statement immediately terminate the loop. When the program encounter a break statement, it exit the loop and continue executing the next statement after the loop. The continue statement work differently. Instead of ending the loop, it skips the remaining statement of the current iteration and directly move to the next iteration. Both statements are very useful for controlling loop execution based on different conditions. This complete our discussion of loop. Statement in C. Thank you.